Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn about the classification of the species done by IUCN. So, IUCN is International Union of Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources. This particular organization has actually classified the species. But can you say that we know about all the species of flora and fauna on the earth? Do we know about it? I don't think so. Neither the people who work in this IUCN knows about it. Okay, so the species are actually classified into your assessed or the identified species and not assessed or the non-identified species. So IUCN actually classify the species which are assessed, which are identified. Okay, and the species which we don't know about, how can we even classify them, right? So we will be learning about the classification of the identified species done by IUCN. So these are the classification. If you notice, the first one is your normal species. All these species are normal, but when we categorize normal species, we are actually categorizing some animals. The next is endangered, then is vulnerable, rare, endemic and extinct species. So let's start with the first one, that is normal species. So normal species are those species of whose population level are considered to be normal for their survival. Like one example I can give you here is dog, cats, cows, right? So these are normal species. There is no threat to their life. They are in normal number and they will not get endangered or extinct in the near future. Okay, so these are your normal species. Next one is your endangered species. So endangered species are those which are facing danger and there is a possibility of their extinction. So endangered species, they are in danger. Okay, so their population or they are on the verge of getting extinct. So what do we have to do for them? We have to conserve them. Otherwise, these endangered species will get extinct. So some of the examples which you can see here is this. There are types of crocodiles. So crocodiles, then black bucks, lion-tailed macaw, Indian wild ass. These are the animals which are endangered. Now they are endangered due to various reasons. We are not getting into the reasons. We are just studying the classifications. Now the next one is vulnerable species. So these are those species whose number is still sufficient. It is still sufficient, but their population has decreased. Okay, so they are still in sufficient number. Okay, and with proper conservation method, we can take them out of this vulnerable category and put them in normal category. But their number has decreased and there is a possibility that they might get into endangered category and then finally to extinction. So we have to conserve them before they fall into the endangered category. So some of the examples here are this bald eagle, then your Asiatic elephant, Gangetic dolphins. These are the species which are in vulnerable category right now. Next one is your rare species. So rare, by the word only, by the term only, it is very clear. Okay, we don't find it everywhere. Okay, we find it in a very small number in some places of the world, right? So rare species are those species whose number is very little. Naturally it is very little and survive only in few habitats. So their numbers is naturally little, they are lesser in number naturally, and they survive only in few places, few habitats. There is no immediate risk to their extinction, but there is a possibility of their extinction. So why there is a possibility of their extinction? Because they are little in number, right? So if we do not conserve them due to our day-to-day activity, due to our deforestation activity, they might fall into this extinction category. So that is why we have to take care of them also. So these are the rare species. Some of the examples here are the Asiatic buffalo, the Bactrian camel, then Himalayan brown bear, desert fox. So these are some examples of your rare species. Next one is your endemic. Now, from the word endemic only, it is very clear we get it in only specific places of the earth. So, endemic species are those species of plants and animals which are found exclusively in particular area, okay, and not found naturally anywhere else. We don't find them naturally anywhere else, we find it only in particular areas. So some examples are your Andaman wild pig, your Andaman wild pig. By the name only it is clear, you see, we get it in the Andaman region. Nicobar pigeon, we get it in the Nicobar region. There are some more animals which we get only in these specific parts of the world. Next, extinct species. Now, these species are those species which we don't find anymore on the earth, okay, or they might have got extinct from a particular region or from a particular country or from the entire continent or from the entire world. So naturally they are extinct from all their natural habitats. That is why they have got extinct from all their natural habitats. That is why we consider them to be extinct. So extinct species are those species which are no more found in the areas they were likely to occur. Means the naturally where we used to find them, we don't find them anymore. So extinct from the local areas or local region or the country, continent or the entire earth. So we call them extinct. Some of the examples are the saber-toothed cat, the pig-head duck, dodo. Okay, so these are some of the examples of the extinct species. So I hope you have understood the classifications. So let's meet with the next video for the same chapter with some other concept. Till then, bye bye, take care.